Hello, everyone. A tragic school shooting occurred earlier, and I will tell you all what is going on with that. So, what has come out is at the Abundant Life Christian School, the shooter was a 17-year-old female student, and from what I read, it is rare to see a female student do something like this. A teenage student opened fire at the Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin on Monday, murdering a teacher and another teenage student. In the final week before Christmas break, she also took her own life. The shooter took her own life, just like Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris did in the Columbine shooting. The police briefly mentioned that there was a higher toll, but later revised and redacted the information because it was not true. A motive is not clear, Madison Police Chief Sean Baroness said at a news conference. Of the 6 injured students, there are 2 in critical condition with life-threatening injuries, Baroness said. 4 other students suffered non-life-threatening injuries, he said. Officers responded to the active shooter report around 10:57 a.m. The suspect was not alive upon police arrival, and no officers fired their weapons, Baroness said. The shooting was confined to one space, but it's not clear if it was a classroom hallway, the chief said. Quote, I never saw so many police cars in my life. Just blue and red lights lining the school, lining the streets, fire department, paramedics, everybody was there. Swarming the usually quiet neighborhood, John Diaz de Leon told ABC News Live. He said he saw officers with long guns at the scene and older students run from the school across the parking lot. Quote, later on, very slowly, in a more orderly fashion, the younger students, holding hands, were let out to go across the parking lot, he said. The school has been cleared, Baroness said. There's no danger to the community, he said. The suspect's family is cooperating, the police chief said. Officials are working to reunite students with their parents. About 390 students from the kindergarten through 12th grade attend the school. President Joe Biden called the incident shocking and unconscionable in a statement Monday evening that called on Congress to act now. He insisted that they pass common-sense gun safety laws, including universal background checks, a national red flag law, and a ban on both assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. Quote, it is unacceptable that we are unable to protect our children from this scourge of gun violence, the statement said, adding, we cannot continue to accept it as normal. Biden also mentioned his administration efforts to combat the gun violence epidemic in the United States, including the implementation of the White House Office of Gun Prevention, while stating that more is needed to be done and offering his prayers to those affected in Madison. And I do think that it's good to get to the root cause of what causes people to want to do this in the first place. Continuing, the Madison police chief said he began his career as a teacher. Quote, we owe it to our community to do everything possible to ensure schools are not only a special place, but a safe place, he said. I hoped this day would never come in Madison, Mayor Rhodes Conway said. She stressed the need for gun violence prevention and said she wants the community and country to make sure no public official ever has to stand in this position again. Jill Underley, Wisconsin's superintendent of public instruction, also emphasized the need for change, saying in a statement, this tragedy is a stark reminder that we must do more to protect our children and our educators to ensure that such horrors never happen again. We will not rest until we find solutions that make our schools safe. Wisconsin Gov. Tony Evers said in a statement, quote, there are no words to describe the devastation and heartbreak we feel, calling the shooting a gun-wrenching tragedy. Evers said he and his wife are praying for the families and loved ones of those and those lives that were so senselessly taken, and for educators, staff, and the entire abundant life of the school community. Quote, "It is unthinkable that a kid or an educator might wake up and go to school one morning and never come home." He said, "This should never happen, and I will never accept this as foregone reality or stop working to change it." I think this is a horrid tragedy, and there's seriously a problem, and there's been a lot of violence recently in this country, and I think that people have gone away from values of showing compassion to other people and instead causing a chain reaction of destruction. And I think that does need to be solved, because that is the root of the problem, in my opinion, that causes people to want to do things like this. And thank you all for watching, and you could put your thoughts below what you think of this tragedy. Thank you.